Hello everyone. We already have done digestion, quick revision of the digestion. Now we will start respiration in animals. We will do the quick revision. Now what do you mean by respiration? See all the physical and the chemical reaction in which atmospheric air oxidizing the food in our body cells, resulting in production of energy and liberation of carbon dioxide is included in respiration. It is mainly of two types, anaerobic as well as aerobic. Anaerobic, N means without, aerobic means oxygen. Without the presence of oxygen is called as anaerobic respiration, also known as fermentation, in which in yeast glucose forms ethyl alcohol and carbon dioxide, and in bacteria, or you can say muscle cells, muscle glucose, it will convert into the lactic acid. See, the question is, after very heavy exercise, our muscles demands more oxygen that is not available in our to our muscles, and that is why our muscles are doing anaerobic respiration, means in the absence of the oxygen they are respiring. That is why muscle cramps takes place and it produces a lactic acid in our muscles. Now the second one is the aerobic. Aerobic means presence of oxygen. In the presence of oxygen, when the cells utilize oxygen, oxidizing nutrients, and it involves first of all the external respiration. External respiration means only exchange of gases takes place, means oxygen inside, carbon dioxide outside takes place. Intake of oxygen and carbon dioxide. And second one is the transport of gases. Transport of gases to the tissues takes place. Next is a internal respiration. Internal respiration means gases exchange blood and the tissues. Now the next one is a cellular respiration. Cellular respiration means oxidation of the nutrients takes place in the cells and liberation of energy takes place. Liberation of energy takes place. Now we will discuss the human respiratory system. See, human respiratory system starts from the nose. Nose is having a two chambers and is separated by the septum. Nose, or you can say nasal cavity, they are having a two nostrils and separated by the septum. First part is the vestibular. Vestibular is the first part. It contains a nostril has oil glands. Hair hair helps to prevent the foreign particles to enter in our body. Second one is the respiratory part. Now the respiratory part is highly vascular, and it helps in the conditioning of the air. You can say air gets a warm when it gets inside, and it they are having a shallow bony rhesus, three shallow bony rhesus called the nasal cochlea. Got it? Now the third one, upper part is the olfactory part. This is the upper part and is lined by the olfactory epithelium for the smell. It helps in smell. First part is the nasal cavity, second one is the pharynx. Second part is the pharynx. From the nasal part, it enters into the pharynx, air enters. It's a common passage for both air and food. And see, it's a like opening into the windpipe or the trachea, and there is a narrow slit called the glottis. That glottis helps to prevent the entering of the food into the windpipe. Next is the human larynx. Next part is the larynx. Larynx commonly known as the voice box, and there is a little difference between the female and the male voices. Male voices are pitched just because of the presence of the Adam apple, and see, larynx opens into the oropharynx. Oropharynx, and the larynx is composed of irregularly shaped cartilages that is attached to the ligaments and membranes. These cartilages are, first cartilage is the thyroid cartilage, second one is the cricoid cartilage, and third one is the arytenoid cartilage. Other than these cartilages, few more cartilages are there. See, thyroid cartilage is the most prominent, and the cricoid is just lie below the thyroid cartilages. Then the arytenoid cartilages. Arytenoid cartilages are two roughly pyramid shaped cartilages. Other than this, corniculate cartilage. Corniculate are the two conical nodules are there. Next is a cuneiform. Cuneiforms are the two small elongated shaped cartilages, and epiglottis, I already told you, it's a leaf like structure that helps to prevention of the food to enter into the windpipe. Next, fourth part is the trachea. Trachea is a mainly 12 centimeter long C-shaped rings like hyaline cartilages on the walls are present, and these rings of the cartilage make the wall non-collapsible. They do not collapse, and cilia are present. Cilia bears to push out the mucus. Fifth part is the bronchi. See, the walls of the bronchi are supported by the cartilaginous rings, and each bronchus divided and the re-divided into the smaller and the smaller bronchioles. And you can say, see, these bronchioles, like I can say one bronchiole is converted into the further, and it will move to the further, and they are the branched like structure. And see, alveolar duct, bronchioles opens into the alveolar duct, that will open into the arteria, then it opens into the alveolar sac, then alveoli. Got it? Now the next part is the sixth part is the lungs. See, two lungs are present, left and right, and the right lung is having a 3 lobes, and two left is having a 2 lobes. Got it? See, the lungs is covered by the double layer called pleura, commonly known as the parietal pleuron. It contains pleuritic fluid that helps in reducing the friction. See, lungs are pink in color at the time of the birth, and it becomes dark gray in case of the adults. Say, in case of those who are doing the heavy smoking, they are having a darker lungs. And see, left lung is divisible by the oblique fissure into the 2 lobes, and the right 2 lobes, that is left superior and the left inferior, and the right lung is having a 2 fissures, horizontal and oblique, and is having a 3 lobes, right superior, right middle, and right inferior. And adults lungs weights almost 625 grams, right lung average weight of the, and the left lung is having a 565 grams. That's all today. I'll show you the structure of the lungs, human respiratory system. Starting from the nose, see, this is the larynx, then the trachea, this is the, see, this is the human, this is the larynx, then trachea is having a cartilaginous ring. These are the 2 lungs, left and the right. This is a parietal pleuron that provides a protection and helps into the friction pleural cavity. See, left lung is having a oblique fissure. This is the inferior lobe, this is the superior lobe, and this is the diaphragm. This is the cardiac notch. In between the lungs, heart is present, and the right lung is having a horizontal fissure, oblique fissure, that inferior lobe, middle lobe, and the superior lobe. primary bronchus is there. This is the respiratory organs of human beings. That's all, my dear students. In my next video, uh, we will discuss about the histology. Don't forget to subscribe my channel for more videos. Thank you.